5. What's up, you guys? Welcome back to another video by your ultimate fave. For all my new subscribers, please don't forget to smash that subscribe button. And for all my returning subscribers, welcome back to another video by your fave. Okay guys, maybe I'm repeating things, but because the real tea is that I actually cut my hair. Like, I cut my hair on Valentine's Day. I don't know what it was, guys. Something came over me today. I just decided that, you know what, I wanted something different. I wanted to be someone different. I've been in a funk for a couple of days, maybe a couple of weeks now, and I don't know, I just didn't like the woman that I saw when I looked in the mirror. I really disliked how I looked, how I felt. So I just decided today was just one of those days where I am really just gonna take care of myself. I am gonna do the one thing that I've been afraid of doing for a long time, and I'm gonna cut my hair. So for anybody who wants to know the quick details, I went to go cut my hair with a guy called Douglas Hairstylist. I found him on Instagram. I actually found him through my best friend Senzo, his best friend Gamo. She cuts her hair there, so I went there as well. And basically to undo my lines, cut my hair, relax my hair, color my hair, and get extensions because apparently my hair was a bit too short. It all cost 1,700 in total. I know all of you would probably want to know. Sorry, I said all. All of you probably want to know. So it cost 1,700 to achieve this from my lines, which were very, very crap, which you would see. Go check out my vlog. If this video comes up before my vlog, then look out for my vlog because I take you guys with me on this whole excursion of me cutting my hair. But cut my hair, decided it was time. I wanted to be a different woman. I wanted to start the year on a fresh foot. I just wanted to feel different. I wanted to be different. I wanted to emulate that difference, you know? But anyway, I cut my hair. I'm really excited. I really hope you guys like it. Let me know what you think in the comments below. But without rambling too much, let's get into it before episode 3 drops, which is actually going to drop in about an hour because I'm filming at 11 p.m. at night. I am doing the Real Housewives of Durban TV recap episode 2. Now, to be really honest with you guys know me. I do episode 1 to 4, episode 7 to 9, 11, and then maybe 11 to 13. And that's really when the season is really good. And you guys know that Real Housewives of Durban has been one of the best TV recaps in general when it comes to Real Housewives franchises in Southern Africa. So they were the ones that got the most TV recaps out of me because obviously they brought the drama, they brought the flair, they brought the vibe. But guys, when I tell you that they took it to another level, my subscribers have been saying, Naledi, you should have waited till episode 2, you should have waited till episode 2. And I was like, but why? And then I watched episode 2. Okay, so without obviously rambling too much about it, episode 2 brought so much tea, so much drama, that for everybody who came at me for saying that Real Housewives of Lagos didn't have the drama from episode 1, it didn't give what it needed to give them, everyone came at me saying you need to let it play out. Real Housewives of Durban has proven that theory wrong again. Real Housewives of Durban season 2 came with the flair. Real Housewives of Durban season 3 came with the flair. Off the bat, off episode 1, we all want to watch what's going on, right? So obviously showcasing my new hair, but also doing the TV recap. I might end up doing all 13 episodes of the TV recap at the rate that this is going. But who knows? Let's do episode 2, right? Let's get into it. I think episode 2 starts off with Joe's dinner thing. Now let me just say this, guys, off the bat, because I know everyone is going, God damn it, is sweet. First and foremost, again, I'm gonna go back to saying this. I have no issue with Umbali's vocal. No, I have no issue with Umbali's choice of what do you call it when you sing in a different genre. I have no issue with her genre of music. I just had an issue with her vocal ability, right? But it feels like the whole thing of her saying Mina ngizwit has her trending like no one's business. I don't know if she ever watches this recap. Mama, just know you're trending and not in a bad way, right? So the song in itself actually bangs, but we have no idea what it means. When she says Mina ngizwiti sulogo bayanglandela, meaning that, okay, I don't know what she means when she says Mina nguzwite. Zwite can mean a lot of things. I've asked people on Twitter. So Zwite is a surname, which could also fall off as a clan name. And then also some guy came to my DMs and said Zwiti is also slang in Zulu for one. So I thought she was saying, Mina, I'm sweet. That's why they can't stop following me around. I don't know. Nobody really knows what she meant when she said that. It could have been a play on words. She could have been referring to a clan name. But let me just tell you off the bat, she has got people talking, myself included. Can't get the song out of my head. Initially, I was like, what? But now I just wake up and I go, whatever the fuck that means, that's what I am. You understand? Umbali off the bat, I think, has got the people talking, which I absolutely love. She's got me talking. She's actually got me singing a lot more than I should be. But it starts off with Joe's dinner, and then Joe obviously makes this remark, oh, Umbali, can you lead us out? No. It starts off after... It starts off after Sorisha addresses Nonku, right? Which then had everybody up in arms. I get? Fine. Hi, Ke. Nonku then plays victim. She deflects. We're hoping it gets better in episode 2. Lo and behold, it doesn't. Right. So in episode 2, the ladies basically lead off, and then there is a part with Jojo and Annie that I really want to touch on, because I think a lot of you guys might come off at me for saying this, but it was a different side of Annie that we've never seen. Like, and I have to give her, I don't want to give her kudos for it, but I want to say, if we had seen a more vulnerable aspect of Annie in the other seasons, we probably wouldn't have been so difficult on her. But seeing it in season 3 gives it a more real depth to it. It's like, now I get why you're like this. You're not just, you're like this all the time because you've always got a deflection up. If she had done that in season 1 and then told us in season 2, we would have obviously thought that she was paid to do that. But the fact that she did it in season 1 and season 2, and now she's coming out in season 3 to say that in actual fact, guys, no. I was bullied as a child, whatever the case may be, this, that, and the third. It's a really sad thing to see, guys. Now, she mentioned in the conversation with Jojo that she had Bell's palsy. And I actually had to Google what that is, but it's basically when you kind of lose sense in one side of your body, in a specific area of your body, you lose sense, and almost it's sort of like a paralysis, right? And she mentions that in season 2, one of the things about her that obviously became a joke was the fact that she had Bell's palsy on one side of her face, which then made her other eye kind of look like it was a bit, what's the word? I've also got this thing from time to time. It looks like she's got a sleepy eye, right? And it was really sad. I'm not gonna lie, guys. No. I'd be a demon if I tried to play it some other way. I felt so bad for Annie. I was just like, look, I didn't participate in the, falling of her eye, because I actually didn't see it, because I've also got a bit of a lazy eye. I thought she had a lazy eye, because I do have a lazy eye, right? One of my eyes can't see, it's my left one. Like, it can see, but it's like, it can't see as well as this one. This one can, like, it needs a glass, like glasses, and even when it has glasses, it can't see shit. You understand? Like, if out of 10 this is a 10, this is a 1. Because my eye never developed as a child. So I tend to have a lazy eye. I tend to realize that the eyelash on one side of my face will sit better than the other one, or I'll do my eyebrow a little bit like higher than I would this one, or just something. You always differentiate something when it comes to the one eye and the other, because this eye was lazy for the longest time, basically forever. So when she spoke about the Bell's palsy, I was really sad on her behalf. I mean, it doesn't nullify that you were so mean to people, Annie. You know what I'm saying? Like, she talked about how she was bullied growing up. She touched on that in season 2, but it still doesn't make people feel bad for you when you're mean to others because people were mean to you. Yes, you entered the UK. Yes, they bullied you in the UK because you were a person of color. Yes, it traumatized you. Yes, it scarred you. Yes, it forced you to build up these walls where you were always on the defense. You were aggro because of what you've experienced. And that is a real story, and we can't take that away from Annie. But I think the only thing that makes it difficult for people to really sympathize with her is because that is not an excuse. That is not... If Annie came onto the socials and was like, you know what, I get that. Or she came into her diary sessions and she was like, you know what, I've suffered a lot of abuse, and it in turn forces me to be aggressive. Well, it forces me to put up a wall that leads people to believe that I'm being aggressive, right? Because no one really ever like defended me, and I realize now from watching the other seasons what I've done to others, subconsciously not realizing that it was done to me. We could respect her for that. But instead, she really took a victim stance this season, of which I was just like, I don't know if she took the victim stance because she noticed that everyone was kind of sussing her out for who she is. But the Palsy was really sad. It was really sad because I feel like, yes, she did experience a lot of like lashback for that. She really did experience what could be categorized as bullying, and nobody deserves that, especially when we didn't know what was going on. We didn't know, and now that we do know, there's a lot of sympathy towards her. But I've noticed even on the socials that the sympathy is still very limited, because it's like, you being exposed to all of that and you sharing that with us is great, but it still doesn't give you the right to be who you were. You know what I mean? So that was really sad. I really felt bad for Annie. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I'd love to play the I'm strong, but I really felt bad for her. My heart went out for her, because I felt like, you know what? We're so mean to these people and we don't know what they're going through, you know? You're laughing there, you're like, you're kicking, and you're not realizing people are going through something. So that was sad. And it was kind of sweet to see her share that moment with Jojo, because it was the first time we saw a vulnerable aspect of Annie. You understand? So that was fine. Okay, that scene was fine. Everything was good. Everything was fine. What happened after that? And I think, obviously, episode 2 was so multifaceted for me, which I loved. I have to be honest. The second thing that happened was the fact that Nonku went on a date. Nonku! First and foremost, that man must love clout or fame or something, because did he actually agree to be on the Real Housewives of Durban? Is he paid? Is he a stand-in? What's actually happening? You know? But it was nice to see Nonku go on a date. It was nice to see it televised. It was really sweet, I'm not gonna lie. At least someone got to go on a date. I mean, if not me, then you. I mean, I got a new haircut and nobody took me on a date, so I guess you really are the winner and I'm the loser. You know what I mean? Nonku went on a date. That was so great to see. Really enjoyed that. But then the next thing I want to touch on is Maria, guys. Let's go into Maria. Because Maria, second episode, she really started showcasing herself for who she could potentially become. Maria invited the gay guy over to her house and then started talking about Suresh. She started talking about my girl Suresh. Rishi, what you're not gonna do, Maria, is talk about Rishi. Okay? Yes, Suresh is my girl and she's got the nickname Rishi. Now, Maria is friends with the gay guy, Ruan. She's closer friends with Ruan, but then it seems like Ruan got the invites to Ocean's launch, which is the mall that Rishi's husband owns, right? Meaning that Rishi owns, right? So Maria was obviously diversing or conversating. It's conversing. But she was conversating with Ruan about, you know, how she felt about how that night played out and how the singing, whatever. She was basically sharing her 1-2 cents. I didn't really pick up on much. I can't move past her. I can't move past it. Like every time I see her, I can't stop staring. Like I just can't stop staring. But anyway, let's move on to what she spoke about. She spoke about, you know, liking the other women, but then she really spoke about how she felt like what Surisha did was wrong, right? Basically ambushing Nonku in front of that group of people, of which was a valid statement. I mean, if I was meeting Surisha for the first time and Surisha did that, and judging by the feelings that Maria already has towards Surisha before the show, you could already see that she was already going in with a lot of tensions raised up to Surisha. Because for her to say, yeah, Surisha thinks she's the girl of the group, the queen of the group, which she said in her diary sessions. But her 2 cents about the situation felt a lot more deep-rooted than it needed to be. She could have said, oh no, I didn't like that Sorisha did this. But in hindsight, when Ruan says, did you get invited to this? No, Sorisha didn't invite me. So I feel like she was already touched by the fact that Sorisha didn't acknowledge her or have a conversation with her, you know, or the fact that she already knows who Sorisha is, but Sorisha doesn't know who she is. And unfortunately, Miss Mamas, nobody knows who you are. I mean, we all know Vivian Reddy. We know Sorisha Naledi. We know Sorisha Reddy. That's Rishi, baby. That's rich money. And then there's you. No, but honestly, in all honesty, if I'm looking aside Maria, I think you need to pipe down a little bit, mama. You just stepped onto the scene like you're a newbie. Already you have these very heightened emotions towards Sorisha. You completely ignored everything else. Like you completely ignored the fact that Nonku was being called out for being a shitty friend. You were just more so focused on how you felt about Sorisha. And I think a lot of it was just personal to the fact that you weren't invited. You're not part of the girl group. You can't sit with us. And unfortunately, nobody wants you to sit with them. So just let it be. And like, yeah, no, she's this, she thinks she's a queen, And then initially I just thought maybe she was touched or maybe she really did feel that bad vibe until I saw Ruan ask her, hey, did you get the invite to Sorisha's something? Oh, Sorisha's boutique launch. And she was like, no, I didn't. So you can already see that it's a personal thing. It's the fact that Sorisha doesn't acknowledge her that actually upsets her more than it is her feelings towards Sorisha's reaction to Nonku. You know, it has nothing to do with Nonku. This is about Maria feeling like, hi bro, we all the Real Housewives of Durban, but why am I not getting the invite to these things? You understand? And if you actually think about it, she was the only one who didn't get an invite because Umbali was there, Jojo was there, Annie was there, Nonku was there. Who else was there? Slee was there, Sorisha was there. Girl, I get it. You just ain't part of it. You ain't part of the squad, mama. But I think we'll find out why, but you definitely, it's a personal thing. Because why wouldn't Sorisha invite her? But then again, Sorisha doesn't have to invite you. She doesn't know you. But also, why wouldn't Sorisha invite her? Because it looked like she invited everybody else there. Yeah, she did. She really actually did. Which makes it worse. Annie was there, Jojo was there, Slee was there, Umbali was there, the new girl was there, Sane, Nonku was there. Okay, if you don't count Sane, it was Nonku, Sorisha. So this would be Nonku, Sorisha. The only person missing is Maria. No. Anyway, let's fast forward to the good stuff, right? I get Maria's frustration. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say without a shadow of doubt, Rishi, baby, rich money, Rishi, rich money, baby. You're moving a bit weird when it comes to Maria. I feel like you actually have, maybe you don't have anything towards her, but maybe because you didn't have a relationship with her, you didn't invite her. But it was weird, but that she was singled out, because in hindsight, Sorisha didn't really single out anybody else. Don't worry about my red eyes, guys. They just get red at night. Like, I don't know. And with a lot of red wine, maybe tears, heartbreak, it's Valentine's, who knows. Now let's move on to the real crux of the story. Oh, gosh. Ah! So now, okay. So this is the part where, sleep. This is the part where I really want to touch on the part where Sorisha told Annie and invited Slee, right? Now, guys, we have to be really honest about this. Slee was wrong. Episode 1. Slee was wrong. But Nonku was wronger. And 2 wrongs don't make a right, but the other wronger doesn't nullify the initial wrong. You understand what I'm saying? So you're both wrong and you both need to be accountable. But episode 1 really drew the lines in the sand for who's who in the zoo. For example, there was a point where Slee went to go meet up with Annie and Sorisha, obviously to clarify Sorisha's story, which was perfectly fine because Slee obviously didn't trust Nonku. And honestly, it didn't make sense to me for Nonku to go apologize to Slee if she was going to turn around and dog her again. But then again, Slee, that was all you, mama. Anyway, let's move past that. Maria then hosts something and then she wants to get dirt from the women about the whole dinner and how the women feel about each other, which I feel like, to be really honest with you, if those women weren't susceptible to what was actually happening, then they're a lot more naive than I thought they were, or then I think they... Thunder. Okay, let me finish this up. But Maria basically wanted the tea because she wasn't invited, right? And she was trying to suss out how the ladies feel about each other, which honestly, that was fine because they left you out. You can't sit with us. On Wednesdays, we wear pink. You wouldn't know. You weren't even invited. Anyway, Maria obviously tried to get the tea, tried to get everyone to talk about everyone, but then that's where Nonku shared her feelings about the situation, of which Nonku was still the victim again. Don't like it, hate it so much for you, Nonku, but that's fine. In the other side, which honestly, guys, if I had to pick a side to be on, I'm on Sorisha's team, guys. Not because she owns Ocean's Moon. I mean, she does. But not because of that. Because Sorisha wasn't wrong in this instance. Slee was also a bit shady, but Slee also stood for what was right, which was good, by obviously defending Sorisha when Sorisha confronted Annie and told Annie what Nonku said, because if Slee hadn't said anything, then it would have been Sorisha's word versus Nonku's word. But the fact that Nonku has obviously burned Slee, it gave Slee the platform to burn, well, not really burn her, but then just to confirm that Sorisha isn't lying, which is not a wrong thing to do. I would do that on any given day. I wouldn't even need a camera there to say, unama. Right. So then comes the aesthetic thing, mabob thingy. Was Nonku even there? I think she was, I don't remember. Anyway, everybody's there, everybody's having a good time, and then Chef Sane pulls up. Now, come here, Sane. Uya papa. I just want to say, Uya papa. Like Uya papa. Yo! It's like a dog. It's like a bro, ufunani dog, uya papa dog, like it's like a nobody even asked for. Who are you? Like, what are you? Like, dude, could you shut the? You see, once I start saying, you guys call me the bad person, but Sane, could you shut the up? Like, let's even start with your story because Sane rocks up. She steps onto the scene, of which already she was irritating me. So many things were irritating me. Her dress was horrible. It looked so frumpy. Her makeup looked like it was done by someone. You know what? I don't even want to go that far because I'm seeing like a shady ass bitch. And with my amazing makeup, everyone's gonna say, oh, your makeup is so freaking basic. That's better than trying to look like, you know, she really came. She was there for the red party. It was her red wedding, right? So Sane rocks up, of which uninvited, decides, oh my god, the lines don't even add up, decides that she sees an event and she rocks up and then she sits libosorisha. How the hell does that happen, first and foremost? You know what, Showmax? No, stop lying. Stop lying. You guys congregated this nonsense because how does someone rock up, see an event, but then she rocks up in a ball gowny dress? She rocks up and then she goes and she sits with them. She has a mic. She has a mic. She's mic'd. On top of that, she's mic'd. Who mic'd her? Who mic'd her? And like when I say no Australia, and like Australia, nobody wants to hear, dog. Nobody wants to hear, bro. It's because your shit doesn't bang, bro. I just got really sad after I said that, man. Anyway, yeah, no, it's the AK thing. It's really sad. But anyway, Sane rocks up and then she sits with the ladies. Everything is all hunky-dory, whatever. And then Londy London rocks up, right? Now, I'm not even gonna lie. Londy rocked up. She made an entrance. She looked good. My girl looked good. She looked snatched. She didn't look like someone who was crying. She didn't look like someone who was hitting. She didn't look like someone who even had a husband. She looked like the baddie she was before and after he was in the picture. And you know what, Londy, I'm gonna give it to you. Love that about you. Love the fact that you came back like nothing was wrong. Love that about you. Love how you move. Love how you move, mama. You need to move like that. Don't move like someone who's suffering, crying, telling everybody how she needs time to move on. Hey. What you must do is just make money off these niggas. That's what I did. I can't believe Salty's like she's been talking about her ex for 20 years. That's true though. They ain't lie. Not 20, dude. Like 8. Anyway, ciao. Where were we? So she rocks up. And she obviously sits. Londy rocks up. Londy looks cute. My girl looks gooey. She sits down. She's with Sane. Everything is very... Oh, so the first issue that I picked up was when she said, oh, I'm a private chef, right? So Slee asks her, okay, did you cater for this thing? Which is what I heard correctly, right? Are you catering for this thing? It's like, no, I'm not a caterer. I'm a private chef. Slee's like, no. And first, guys, correct me if I'm wrong. Slee asked her if she's catering for the event. And she already got like in a like hubbub about it and said, no, but I'm a private chef. I never said I'm a caterer. And Slee was asking, are you working today? And she's like, no. She didn't even bother to tell people how she even got there or what made her sit down. She just decided to sit and engage with a couple of strange women that she doesn't know, and then still thinks that they owe her the decency of wanting to discuss their private affairs with her. And now, okay, fine. She already goes off at Slee. She's being like snappy about it. Londy rocks up, whatever. And then after that, everybody's talking, everything is fine. The only thing I will say, which it's a fair take, guys, I'm not a liar. If the thing about what Londy said that rubbed Sane up the wrong way, that rubbed Chef Ratatouille. No, I'm not calling her a rat. I mean, she is a rat for what she's doing, but like Ratatouille, because Ratatouille was a chef. And if you don't get it, then you're a rat. Then you're a rat. Snake rat. I don't make the rules. Anyway, so the thing about what Londy London said, and to be really honest, when Londy said it, it also kind of rubbed me up the wrong way, because if I was a stranger and someone said, but we've got new people, she didn't just say, no, they're strangers here, I don't want to talk about it. She's like, I need to spit about Sane. She did this, guys. She did this. She basically kind of sussed Sane up and down. So I was just like, I don't know. I didn't expect that shady behavior from Londy, but I also felt like, judging by Sane's reaction, don't you think that Sane and Londy know each other off camera? Don't you think Utabazwani off camera? Or maybe if that be the case, maybe Londy was just being sarcastic, because there is this very Kourtney Kardashian demeanor about Londy where she might say things and she doesn't mean it in the way that you're taking it, but she's just being herself. She's not trying to be mean. She's not trying to be superficial about it, you know? She's like, I need to spit up Sane la. Yeah, well, she said something like that. She did this, I remember. And Sane was like, Kaibo, don't worry about telling your ndabas here. I mean, then she started getting like, yo, Sane, just from that reaction alone, came off with the heat. And I was like, okay, initially I was like, okay, I understand that comeback, because Londy, you're not going to do this. You're not going to talk about me in front of me and do this. No. But then also, Sane, what you're not going to do, because she was like, alright, Kubega, like you can talk about your things. I mean, your things are already out there. Musu papa. And you know, you're a Zulu woman. One thing about Zulu women, they will kaka you. Yo, baso kaka from head to toe. Yo. Zulu women will destroy you from head to toe. I mean, Xhosa women, yeah. Xhosa women, they will swear at you. They're very vulgar. But Zulu women, it's their demeanor, man. And I've said this so many times that even Maba Pakabat, oh, musu pagamisa ifu banana. I don't know, man. I really don't know how to speak Zulu. But what I'm saying is, Zulu women are very rude in a very calm manner, right? So they started coming off at each other sideways. But then, let's be fucking honest, Sane, musu papa. When I'm Musa Upapa. And then on top of that, you're like, yeah, no, nobody knows anything about you. Your man left you. Auna next, ini, you lonely. And now Londy's like, where'd you hear that? Where'd you hear that? Who is where? When I learned Tula, you don't know what's going on. I left him. Yeah, he left you with nothing. You have nothing. And Londy's like, where'd you hear that? At your on Kaya FM. And you're not a fan, Shell. Sane, you're the stan that you're the stan that Eminem was talking about on the song Stan. Because what you did What you did was classless. What you did was ghetto. What you did was the gutter, child. And I really hope you don't make a comeback in episode 3 because I'm gonna throw my shit out the fucking cot if you do. It was so classless. It was so petty. It was so uncalled for. You literally just wanted to embarrass Londy, but all you did was embarrass yourself. And I know you read the retweets. I know you read the hashtags. Girl, let me tell you something about the quote retweets. They are not on your side. And never will be, Miss Mamas. That's Mario guys, but it went down, eh? Yo, it went down, yo. Sane brought the heat though, let's be honest. Like, no, okay, bullshit aside, besides the fact that I hate your guts, I do. Sane took this episode to the top. Yes, it is raining, but Sane took this episode to the top. And now I'm so excited to see what episode 3 is gonna bring. But because I'm gonna experience load shedding in a couple of minutes, I'm gonna end this video right here. And you guys tell me in the comments, who do you think is wrong here? Do you think Londy is wrong? Do you think Londy actually started the fire, or do you think Sane was totally uncalled for and she needs to be booted off because she was never even a housewife to begin with? Because I mean, people Googled you, Miss Mamas, and apparently Google did an articles and being from keep a to wear now. Yeah! Let me just brush my new hair, child. Okay guys, I can't say anything too much because you guys are going to hear the sound of the rain, but comment down below and let me know, what do you think is going to happen? Do you think Sane has a solid spot on Real Housewives? Do you think she should be booted off? I know I do. But essentially, do you think Londy started this to begin with? And what should we be looking forward to episode 3? Comment down below, let me know. But until then, I love you guys so much. It is raining like crazy. And I will see you guys in the next TV recap with my brand new hair.